but it's not... yeah, it's not working yet. Huh. It's the thought. It's a thought that counts. It's the thought, the spiritual energy of my support. Nope, and love. Anyway, hello everybody. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. Today we're playing a nice chill game called Tavern Talk. It's been a while since I played this. It's basically kind of like a D&D inspired game where you listen to people's tales that come to your tavern and make them specific drinks to give them stat boosts to help them in their quest. Oh my god. It's so silly. No, I thought I had a timer on that. Did I forget to put a timer on? Oh well. Is the sound okay for you guys? I hope the sound's okay. Why do you keep just... Alright, so actually, I played this a long time ago. I think, like, way earlier in the year. But they have DLC now, which adds more stories. And I think is a new character. So, I'm gonna play the DLC. This DLC contains spoilers to the main story, Tavern Talk. Yes, I've already played it, so... Piece of curiosity. Bringing Snake. I'm going to get some pet coat. No! No, Snake, don't do that. Bringing Snake Torment brings me joy. Dedicate to the primordial moon. Does it sound okay? Oh, you really can't see that, can you? Kind of in... Oh! Oh, it's winter themed, too. Oh, no! Innkeeper, a drink. Quickly. Good to see you, too. If you don't give me a strong drink immediately, I'll burn this whole tavern to the ground. I bring dishonor to the Aquarian clan. Oh, God. You are. That is, if you still remember how to make one with your fancy infusions and all that magic jumbo. Whoa, I went into a different accent there. It has been a while since I actually done this, so I wouldn't mind watching you try and explain it. I'll entertain you just this once. See, also her little, like, hook on her thingy, whatever, her prosthetic, is a little crochet hook. She loves crocheting. Una does. You know, Una and me have very similar names. Okay, so she wants... Okay, first you gotta go to your journal and choose a recipe. Let's draw it on your board with the chalk. Okay, make sure to get me the right drink. That's what... Pin my order at the top floor. Then you choose the fitting fancy ingredients to make the drink. Keep an eye on the coaster. On the shape on the left, it needs to match the recipe on the board. Your magic infusions influence the shape as well. You need them to complete your recipes. They can't skip. No, I forgot about you, little cutie. My job is done. Once you're done, press your silly little bell to open that primordial vortex thing. And don't forget to feed your mistake Sandu. I'd never. What does she want? Something... So we gotta do the Sailor's Courage. Okay, did I really not have a timer on that thing? Because I swear I did. Where is it? Bubblegum. I don't have a timer on it. There we go. I forgot to put a timer on that. There we are. You have a timer, it's 1 minute. I made it. Okay, so... Okay, so this one. Yeah. I use the majority of it. Maybe I have to get something that equals... Oh, whoops. I accidentally put on my toggle. Oh, I lost connection for a bit. I'm back, anyway. I bring great dishonor. Welcome back. Welcome back, Snake. I think we have to have it equal 2 things here. Lanky. It's cold outside. It is indeed. It has been cold. Oh, actually, move myself a little bit down so it's not sticking out of there. There we go. Flicks and match at you. Have a fleece blanket. Flicks and match? Why are you trying to hurt me? Wow. Wow. Careful with those matches. Alright, I'm trying to remember how to do. No, I don't really need to give it a stat boost. That's fine. Okay. It's a lot harder than I remember it to be. But it still doesn't have that one. So it wouldn't be enough. Yeah, it's full. How do I get this? I have to put an item in it? This courage gives the driest landlubber qualities of a gold soldier. A lot of strength, a dash of defense, a shot of charisma. So, charisma and defense. Okay. Charisma. Oh, this one's here. But a bit too much. There. Then charisma. And that should be this, right? But I need some defense. Oh, there we go. Got him! Strong drink for our strong friendship. Ha! Love it. Don't tell anyone I said that. Wouldn't believe me anyway. So, you haven't shown your face around here in over a year. What's the occasion? Would you believe me if I said I missed you? I would. Good, as I do. I also needed a break from fixing some local roofs. And out since. Huh? Amy is frowning. She said this is Grapesville. We should punish him. I don't feel good. Wait, what? I'm not frowning. I'm not frowning at all. Ever considered putting up a clock instead of a dagger? Wait, a dagger? What dagger? Lady Illuminatory made a dagger for my clock. Dagger was Neil's first gift. Feels wrong to take it down. How sweetly sentimental. Okay, I had a clock. Oh, right here. My compass broke on the way here, you know. A bad omen, if you ask me. I almost wandered in the wrong direction. That's the... Oh. Yeah. Must be difficult to navigate without stars. Did you fall back in the good old star navigation? Sure did. Is a star in a whale good for navigation? I'm sure Tia appreciates able to help. I'm sure Tia and the sun whale guided you well. Couldn't have asked for better guides. How things been for you? Great, been handling a lot of fun requests. Would you like one too? I think I'll pass for now. Also, how do I look at... I gotta remember my characters. Archie, Una, Blaine, Voyage. Voy. Oh, Baya! I love Baya. Oh, Melly! I love Melly's. Melly's cute. Little cute cat character. That's really no? How about you? Still working with Archie on a biography sequel? Theo told me you're teaching him biography. Bro. Sure am. He almost died 3 times already. It's been fun. Happy to hear it. I don't like jelly donuts. So the jelly donuts don't work for you then. Yum yum yum. Whose donut did I poison that? I don't know. I don't like jelly donuts. Not really. I like sprinkles though. Sprinkled donut are yummy. I like sprinkles. My faves. Who's sticky? I'm currently trying to talk Archibald out of writing what? Riviera-themed romance novel titles tried to talk him into. Yes, the last occasion. A little dragon guy is snoring. Guess the last encounter didn't scare him enough. Let me guess, Kyle's been talking to the Riviera? Yep, I think I put him up to it. Cute. Stop talking Archie out of it. Ugh. Maybe you should write something inspired by Banshee and Mary Morgan's love story instead. Banshee and Mary Morgan's 5th breakup instead. I'll pass here. I'd get along. Excuse me. Relationships can be sticky, huh? Actually, I really thinking about donuts. I really love mochi donuts. Those things are a lot lighter than regular donuts. They can be. They can also be very rewarding. Like for Neil and his... What? Unlike Neil for his... Jolteon! Yay! You worked hard to repair their relationship and it's made them better people. Yeah, I'm happy for the kid. That being said, if they ever make him sad again, I'm throwing hands. I love Una's look. My goat carried me through the gale of darkness. Oh, Jolteon? Jolteon is the best. You and me both. Speaking of that sneaky guy, do you know if the Zolford familiars got back to them about Melly's tea party yet? Already planning what cakes to bake. No, but they did kill her wizard, so... Can't wait to try them. But before I forget, I bought something for you. For me? Here you go. Ocean Fizz? My kind of drink, guys! He's not a goat, he's a Pokemon. At the beginning of the game, you were given an Eevee and a single stone to go down an evolution tree. I chose Lightning, and he nearly bodied Lugia, baby. Oh, wow. A recipe. I won it in a card game. It sounded delicious. And if you wanted to make it... Wanted someone to make it for you? Exactly. What are you waiting for? On, boss. My kind of drink. An ocean drink. Ocean Fizz. Ooh. Right. So. And edit this. I think I'll have to give an item for it. Give it a boost. That looks right. This one has a dice. I think that was a bit too much. Yeah, give a bit to undo. So that one needs to go all the way to the top. Thought that would be enough. Let's take that out. Oh wait, is the ocean a soup? Oh my god. No, it's not a soup. Why do you guys always think it's a soup? No! My home. It's not a soup. Why would I live in a soup, huh? I wouldn't want to be eaten. Too much. Not this. Ha! Success! Technically, no! Don't eat me! You're not allowed to eat me! Why are you guys trying to eat me, huh? Imagine. I'm presenting this to you. Oh, look how pretty that is! You're well, making fizzing sounds. Has shells in it, too! Like, I guess, like, ice cube shaped like shells? I'd rather not. But it's just as delicious as I thought it'd be. Anyway, gotta go. I wanted to check up on Lynn. She'll be training with the Chimera. Visiting her cousin. I don't know. Alright. I'll go bother Baya then. See ya later. Baya? Baya? Later, Una. Like a little snowman. Look at my little dragon buddy. Melly! Oh, I forgot his name. Greetings, brave Hi. Hello. Clay! That's it. Hello, innkeeper. It's been a while. Welcome back to my tavern, Melly, Clay. What can I do for my dear friends today? Did you miss me, innkeeper? Of course. Zenith just isn't the same without its renowned detective. Your tavern looks exactly the way I remember it. Oh, you know, Anu just doesn't do well with change. I can't fix anything without him sulking for a few days. Not even those scratch marks on the counter? Those have sentimental value. What brings you to my tavern? I'm just passing through. I'm on my way to visit Lavelia and the little Prim, you know, Tia's sister and niece. I remember them. They checked on the tavern every once in a while. Sometimes we watch the stars together. Been a while since I last saw them. So I'm visiting in between taking care of Liz and Miss Melly over here. Clay is looking after me so I don't get myself into any trouble. Really want to deck that cat? Just bam up crap. Don't be mean to the cat. Oh. Yeah, get out of here, you little freaking bot. Good bot. Good bot, Siri. Siri bot. Why would you want to be mean to Melly? Melly's adorable. And she's sweet. And of course, Fable agreed. Ew. Ew what? A bot? Yeah, I know. It's been 8 years since I last had parents, you know? And now I realize just how much I missed them. Missed it. The detectives simply can't do their job while under so much surveillance. I'm almost 12 years old. I've already solved a bunch of cases in those almost 12 years. I'm pretty sure I've learned how to take care of myself by now. But I have to admit, it's nice to not be as alone anymore. I'm gonna go die in bed. Have a good lurk, Grave. Yeah, you go rest up. Da, 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 da. Have a good rest, Grave. Because isn't 12 in cat... You? Spending time with Clay in the sleeping forest while Neil and Fable are on vacation is a nice change of scenery. Anyway, sleeping forest isn't so sleepy after all with Clay and all of his animals around. You finally opened up that shelter for abandoned hut and lowly animals, Clay. I did. It's home for other lost souls as well as who need some time and help to get back on their feet. Or wings. They're a lovely bunch. They're half as lovely as you. They must be wonderful. Just like that wonderfully adorable companion on your shoulder. That is a cute dragon. Isn't 12 in cat years ancient? Not in this world, I don't think. Yes. What was her name again? But I guess, I mean, how old would a cat be in 12 years? It's Dindy, my familiar friend. Cassiopeia sent her to thank me for caring for Tia so much. One day, she just appeared on my doorstep, and ever since, she can't seem to get enough of my personal space. He's so cute! You know she's always bossing the other animals around. She helps a lot with taking care of everyone at the shelter. It can be hard work. Be sure everyone else is okay, without losing sight of your own well-being. But I make sure to get enough breaks in so I can care for all of us with a well-rested heart. Speaking of care, would you mind keeping an eye on Miss Mel for a while, innkeeper? I promised Tia's sister that I'd be there at noon. Of course. I guess we're babysitting now. But how about a drink before you go? Now that you mention it, I can't leave without one of those. How about something that'll steel me for the walk ahead of me? Oh, I just have the drink for you. Steel. Oh, like... Oh, defense. Okay. Something that gives you a lot to do. That one does steel. Oh, steel tonic. Okay. That's what we could do. 2. Bit of that. It would give us more. Okay, so that one's complete. Okay, and a dash. Fine. Area. Steel tonic. No. Oh. I put too much. That almost got me. Almost. That was quite loud. My ears. There we go. Hi, Gabicle. How are you doing? Woo! Drink for extra tough travels. Here you go. Thank you so much. Oh, this is exactly what I needed. I've already feel prepared for the way back. It's this game. Oh, you know this one? The Tavern Talk game? I love this one. I'm playing the DLC for it. Give Undo a treat for me, will you? You told me about... Oh, yeah, I did tell you about it. I forgot. Will do. It's a very nice chill game. So, how is it? Surrounded by animals and wilderness. Big city in sight? It's super exciting. I've never been so far up north before. I just had to explore the area around the shelter. Do you find anything of interest? Well, first I ventured forth to find out if differently shaped snowflakes also taste different. Who knows how much scientific breakthrough like that could shape future investigations, right? Absolutely. What conclusion did you come to? Well, none yet. Snowflakes were too small and melted away too quickly. But I will continue my investigation soon. First, I have to figure out what kind of mechanism I managed to get my hands on, though. Yes, I found something while wandering through the sleepy forest. I think it might be a piece of a bigger puzzle. I'll tell you more about it in exchange for a drink. I see you haven't forgotten anything our favorite rogue taught you. What kind of drink would you like today? How about something that'll make me even smarter? I can figure out what the mysterious mechanism or anyone else. Sounds like you've got a plan. A smart drink coming right up. A smart drink. Something that gives you intelligence. Let's see. Something that gives you peak sunrise could. Silent owl. Could also. What is this? Cursed coffee. What the? That's not gonna help. So we could either go Silent Owl, Peak Sunrise. It's all kind of coming back. I think Peak Sunrise is what we'll do. So... okay. Need a dash. Guess we'll put that in here. Then... here we are. I'm getting into the swing of things. Yeah, this one's a really nice chill game, Gabical. Just like making drinks for people. It fire up in no time. Your brain in no time. Thank you. Oh, I can feel my neurons forming new connections. So, that mechanism. Alright, where do I start? Found out while exploring the wilderness of the sleeping forest. Completely covered with giant roots. Must have somehow caught the sparse sunlight shining through the forest. I saw it sparkling in a thicket. And of course, I just had to dig it up. Had jagged edges. Looked incomplete. Like it broken off from leaves. There weren't any other pieces under the roots. Barely wanted to give up this one up. It looked really out of place between the trees because it's mainly made of metal. Hold on tight. I'm holding on tight. Very good, because the metal seems ancient and magical. I like the cute little lizard thing in the top right corner of the screen. Oh yeah, that's one of the familiars. I can't remember what his name is though. Is there a way I could look that up? I know I have Ondu, but I don't remember how to look up the... yeah, it's a familiar I got a while back. You know, metal usually has a certain smell to it, right? Didn't have that at all. No one I ask can identify what it's made of either. Hip blanket! I can't scratch it with my nails, even though it looks so old. That's not all. It's not just made of weird metal. There are also super sparkly gears growing right out of it. Somehow that seemed to be a prior... I couldn't get the century neither, like it was magically fortified. Certainly intriguing. Right? Must have been part of a bigger mechanism. All the gears and the uneven edges, you know? Must be a second half to it somewhere. Hold your horses. It turns out the pieces I found is some sort of locket or a tiny treasure chest. Maybe a prison. So, it opened up. It was a little tricky at first. You had to turn all the gears just the right way, and when I needed to use the lockpicks, Nico got me. But eventually it bent to my will. And, was there anything inside? Well, no, nothing really. I mean, fire spirit. A really angry fire spirit. That I might have freed accidentally. But I swear I didn't do anything to make it angry. I just let it out. Maybe it was because it was trapped for some. It was burning so hot it even singed one of my whiskers. When it took off into the woods, it managed to start a forest fire, even with all the snow. So why is it snowing indoors? We gotta kill her, lol. I think it's part of the, maybe an update for December? I'm not sure. Might be part of the DLC, too. I'll have to read the update. Clay and his animals helped me put the fire out quickly, but we couldn't find the spirit anywhere. Oh, she's crying. Did I do something bad? I didn't know the spirit. Could have been more careful. You were just curious, understandably. You're just a detective. You're a detective, after all. It must be a pretty lousy one, since I didn't realize a disaster I would unleash. Can't expect to be familiar with all the strange ancient mechanisms in the world. You live. Speaking of said ancient mechanism and its fire spirit, I might have an idea about their origins. The spirit is clearly elemental. Now, I could be wrong, but that sounds like a creature from Leviathan's domain. Your boss? I wouldn't say boss, but yes, my patron. He and his plane are the origin of the 4 elements. That includes fire. Powerful burning spirits are part of his daily routine. Oh. So, if the metal is ancient, could it be that I found a long-lost relic of Leviathan's? That'd be so cool! Except for the part where I broke it. I'm not sure if it's his. Divine, metals, strange mechanisms, and especially magical gemstone. That's more of the domain of the Elder Dragon, or... Wait, don't they have a rivalry with Leviathan? It depends on who you ask. Some say they're enemies. Others say they were best friends once. Either way, they both had their claws in this. I think you've got your hands on a magnificent treasure. I knew it! Now I just gotta figure out what it all means. Like, what's the purpose of this thing? Where did the spirits go? Do you have any more ideas, perchance? Not yet, but I'll keep my eyes and ears wide open. That's what my trusty quest board is for. Baya! Did I hear? Rusty? Might I interest you in a trip to my spa? The mud is very good for an old and rusty bone. Thank you, but I'm not that old yet, and Andu sadly can't run the tavern alone. Oh. Oh. But I was going to give you a coupon. I brought a bunch. Oh, coupons? I'll take them. I can hand them out in the city while doing my research. That sounds lovely. Thank you so much. Of course. Gotta go now. Those puzzles won't solve themselves. I would advise you to start your investigation with Una. Someone knows something, it is her. Oh, Una is also in town. Yippee! She's actually said she wanted to visit you, Baya. So, I'm sure she'd love some coupons. Kirby hat! Thank you for your help, innkeeper. See you later. Good luck with your investigation. What's that plant over there? Seems really excited. Oh, lustrous. Lesser silver. You encounter an ant. Why is he floating in front of you? Oh, it's because when I have 2 assets on at a time, like for example, having my Kirby hat and then having the gacha, then it'll do that for some reason. I don't know why. I'm still trying to figure out why it does that. You encounter an ant. No. You found a puzzle piece, sort of. I love puzzles. What kind of pattern? Dancing skeletons, bog spirits, puppies? No pattern, I'm afraid. It's more of an incomplete mechanism she'd like to put back together. Maybe it can't be put on the same layer? I mean, I'll have to do some, like, testing for that. Maybe. I mean, usually I put the little plush and the arm asset together. But, yeah, I'll have to do some reconfiguring for that later. Seems very ancient, maybe even made by and Leviathan themselves. All I can offer you in terms of patterns are unidentified, can't words, metal gears made of citrine and a somewhat agitated fire spirit. Fun! Reminds me. And what would that be? I'm not sure. thought is trapped on my tongue. Boy says you have a drink that always helps him with words. Please, free my tongue, please. Already on it, Bea. Alright, so she wants something... Okay. The crown. Sunny breeze. 1,000 winds we could do. 1,000 winds or sunny breeze. I think we'll go for sunny breeze. We need... Okay. Intelligence. And we need that to go... We give it a dash. There we go. There we are! An emergency rescue for your tongue coming right up. Woo! I'm free! Thank you. Makes me feel as comfortable and safe as my friends. Woo! Her face. Yes, my friends. I have found the thought and ate it. Mary Morgan? Yes. No postcard, she talked about this decorative mechanism covered in orange gears. Excuse me, like citrine. Then she was mesmerized by. She spotted in a postcard store. No. Silly, in a library. They're on vacation and underwater for their anniversary. And they visited the local library. Larry wrote to me about her favorite things from the underwater. I heard rumors that the city survived the primordial flood, despite still being completely submerged while underwater. Something about a good flood defense system and nature's sense of irony. Yes, it's a great place to go on vacation. You don't mind all the seawater every day. Ah, we got another rumor. Haven't figured out to send a postcard there yet. Plants don't talk to me much when they're so salty. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Maybe ask Hex for help when he's back. I'll think about it. Ah, the newcomer! Oleander? Good evening. Oh, I guess he's new to me, not to... Evening, and... Good evening, Bea. Good evening. You look like you could use a drink. Yeah. I had another group of adventurers who thought it was a good idea to try and pet the gooseberry boars. Though a drink sounds great. Have you got one of those... what was it? A cursed coffee. Okay, look like you might need it. Minus the curses. I'll see what I can do. A cursed coffee, alright. Oh? We don't want to minus that. Go for this. Okay. Intelligence. There we go. Cursed coffee coming right up, Oleander. Cursed coffee, free of any curses, but full of energy. Oh, look at the little blush. It's kind of cute. Rated perfectly adequate. Oh, compliment for Oleander Verifina. Today's my lucky day. Don't push it. So, having trouble with adventurers again. When it is in trouble with them. If they want a guide through the Ashen Grove, I can provide that. But if you expect them to have at least an ounce of common sense, Instead, I have to herd them like toddlers. At least the boars have a sense of survival instinct. Let me guess, you're not getting paid enough for that. I don't get paid. That makes two of us. That means we're doing it out of the goodness of our hearts, right? My duty as a ranger to guide them. Can't let them get lost and disturb the local ecosystem or hurt innocent bystanders in the process. I just noticed that coffee had like a burst or like thing above it or something, like a ghost. Might bring a bit of chaos, but they usually save people in the process too. Adding a special blend is what heroism is all about. Yeah, sure. Speaking of heroes, how's Fable? Oh yes! I love Fable! They're so cute. Aren't they supposed to tell you about all about that when they get back? I miss them. And I'm very curious. Fine, I'll humor you. According to the latest postcard, Neil's parents are taking them to all the tourist spots in the primordial sea. Like volcanoes, waves, pools, tornado farms. Oh my god, his little, like, their pendant is like shaking on their head. They're shivering! Sounds dangerous to me. I mean, honestly, it sounds dangerous. A bit dangerous, right? At least I'm not the only one worried. Honestly, I'm just glad they changed their mind about going to underwater. When they heard the town was still around, they immediately wanted to plunge down there and help people. Bless their big heart. I don't even want to imagine the trouble that would have landed them in. But I've heard it's beautiful down there. Banshee and the Mari Morgan are visiting. I'm sure they'll catch Fable up on it then. He has been writing me postcards too. It's so nice. That's sweet. Any places you want to travel? Any underwater theme questions on your mind? I mean, I am a mermaid. We should see. Well, if you're asking. Bea? Did she write anything about new environment has been affecting a local ecosystem? Did their protective bubble attract or push out specific creatures? And how is it affecting their agriculture? Lara didn't tell me any of that, but I can ask her for you. Or you could play underwater. Play, oh my god, Boomy, read the words. Or you could pay underwater or visit yourself, Oleander. Absolutely not. I have responsibilities. I don't have time for dangerous vacation. Alright, Bea, I guess your stories will have to do. Character information unlocked. Oleander. Anything else the Mari Morgan wrote you about? You know, as a bedtime story for our workaholic over here. The library. Haunted. Yes, my evil books! Let me guess. A wizard? Maybe. Mari did. The tour guide gave me a warning. A warning not to. They've been biting off visitors' fingers. And Mari didn't get to see a single evil tome. Disappointing! Oh, her eyes red. What the? Flavor of evil script. What do you think it's all about? The locals say someone's cursed. I think maybe the books are just exploring their new environment. So interesting. A book under. Maybe some hungry creatures found shelter in those books and. Rumor unlocked. The hand that reads you. Ha! The hand that reads you instead of the hand that feeds you. That'd be not a problem to worry about. Could be. I'm sure someone will take care of it. Someone always does. Anyway. Well, I must get ready for bed. Okay, Snake. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a good sleep. Thank you. Alright. Anyway, I got to get back to check that everything is still in place after the boar debacle. I get to Bryony's dinner party. This is finally learned how to cook. No, but she's trying. Oh, can I walk you home? I haven't seen Bryony in ages. Sure, I bet she appreciated more guests. And you don't mind potentially poisonous pie, right? That sounds delicious. I'll bring you a slice too, innkeeper. Bye, Oleander. Bye, Bea. What I want to do feels about poisonous pie. Ah, so now we can put the rumors together. Alright. Let's see. So, the Mari Morgan spotted another part of the mechanism in Florifine Library in underwater. It's unfortunate the city is entirely submerged. The book and the Florifine felt a taste her fingers. Huh. So, I had to put these together. I think one here, one there, and one there. Oh, that's not it. Okay. See this? Nope. So, I think it would have to be this, and then this. There we go. Deep in the sleeping forest, the young Bukakin? The detective Melina Mermaid found an ancient mechanism. Origins are unknown, but when she tried to open it, she unleashed a fire spirit onto the world, determined to make things right. A group of ambitious adventurers help her find the missing piece in the underwater library. But beware, books may bite. Alright, so that's all for quests for today. Who would even go underwater? Like Una? Oh, time for sleepy time! Ding-ling! Tempest Tantrum, Honeyed Hopes, 39 of the Primordial Moon. Bea! And Archie! Number 1 innkeeper. Oh, it like has little Christmas decorations. Hi, hello. Innkeeper. You know what? I should join in on this. Button. Pick. This was my button. Yeah, there we go. Christmas hat. Innkeeper, it's so good to see you. You too, Archie. Are you doing well? Very well, in fact. I was just enjoying an extensive lecture on the Boone Swamp's native flora. I even asked the cattails some questions for me. Oh, they think we like delicious too. Did you know that? That's not concerning at all. Are you doing research for your next book? No, just catching up with some friends. Which reminds me of an important question. How are you, friend? Fantastic, thank you. My mood always improves when you come around. Oh, well, I'm more than happy to hear that. So, I was hoping for a signed copy of the casebook of Melina Brumu. Consider it done. I'll deliver it post-haste. Oh. Speaking of the detective. Good day. I shall be taking the quest innkeeper. Oh, I put it out just for you, Melly. Excellent. A quest? What quest are you taking? A puzzle one? Precisely. Oh, there's a puzzle to solve? Yes, sort of. I'm currently following the case of the mysterious, ancient, magical, and fantastical mechanism. So far, I've only found a piece of it, but it might lead us to another. Which I should really find because I might have released some sort of angry fire spirit from the first piece. And it burned down some parts of the sleeping forest, which is not ideal. Yeah, I want to get it back because the mechanism so it doesn't burn anything else down. But first I need to understand how the beat thing works. Like a puzzle. I see. And if I figured out the puzzle, the mechanism I broke, then I can fix it. That sounds responsible. You didn't break anything, Aunt Melly. I mean, I would just say it sounds responsible. It is. It's also a bit scary. What if it's unfixable, you know? Sometimes things can't be put back together to how they were before. But Neil says it doesn't have to be a bad thing. When I actually broke his favorite cereal, he helped me put it back together with his magical golden glue. And he said he likes it better now because I fixed it for him. So I'm going to fix this too. If all else fails, we'll just use some golden glue. Exactly. Where are you going to look for the puzzle piece? Are you going back to the Highlands? No. The quest is that Bea's friend saw a piece not unlike my mechanism in underwater. Is that true, Bea? Yes. Mari says that she saw it in the Corellian library. I love libraries. There won't be any fire wizards in this one though, right? Doubtful. Libraries may be a wizard's natural habitat, but the one thing wizards value more than fire are their precious books. Though they're typically a bit more careful in libraries. And I sure hope so, especially if it's true that those books fight back. Maybe you should feed the wizards to the books. Huh? Not a bad idea, Bea. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, what she said? If you meet the books, you tell Mari all about them. You really wanted to see them. Wait. What if I come along? I could ask her and Banshee about the puzzle thing. And then I could tell them all about the books and Ancient Wizard. I really hope this library doesn't employ any wizards. Awesome! You can be my on-site correspondent and witness handler. Yay! This is perfect. We'll talk to your friends, then we'll investigate the library for clues, and then we'll find more clues and solve this mystery. Sounds like a fun, light adventure. Indeed, but before I go, I am missing 2 key ingredients. A drink and an assistant. With Neil away and Bea already on witness duty, I'll need someone to take notes for me. And to bounce ideas off of. Let me guess, Archie? Archie, what are your plans for the day? Well, as you know, I no longer participate in the active adventuring business. So I must pass on this promising opportunity. But I need an assistant, and you need inspiration for your sequel, right? Right. Well, Ellie would be very sad. Inspiration doesn't come sitting around. Get out there, take some notes, live a little. There's a large, very fun space between traumatizing, life-threatening adventures and no adventures at all. I have been struggling with writer's block lately. I'll be your assistant. But I'll keep it strictly taking notes and good advice. Maybe bad advice too. So you don't miss Neil too much. I'll take it. We'll make a great team. As your assistant, may I raise a concern? Worry ahead. Isn't underwater underwater? Indeed. It completely sank during the Twilight Flood and hasn't risen since. The city is in a magical bubble. No water inside, except in bathtub. But the bubble is under. It will teleport in the bubble via plans. No, I cannot. But underwater, too salty. We can swim there. Wait. Is it far down? Not really. Like 20 minutes. Right. We can't breathe underwater, Baya. Oh, I forgot. That's fine. What if we find a really long straw that we can breathe through? Or we can ask a wizard to turn us all into fish. Or maybe here, innkeeper, take this. What is this? Luminous algae. Vision unlocked. It's a luminous algae from my swamp. It keeps my guests from drowning in the sensory deprivation pods. Helps with breathing for those who need it. You can mix this in your drinks, right? I can certainly try. Thank you, Bea. Smiley face! Now, you two pick a drink. How to drink. I have the glass of void to watch over my ants while I'm gone. I'll pick you up at blooming tide. What is blooming time? Dawn, silly. Anyway, we'll take this magic luminous algae along with your best dexterity drink, innkeeper. That way we can sneak in the library undetected and begin our investigation without any disturbance. And we'll be quick about it too. We'll have it solved before anything else bad can happen. Can't we just ask them to let us in? No! We have to be stealthy! You spend too much time with Neil. No such thing! Alright, if we're being sneaky, shouldn't we also pack some defense in case any gods or books come after us? Great idea, my dear assistant. Oh, so now I have to choose. May I also make an alternative? Just this once. Just kidding. Suggestions are your job. What about intelligence to help us solve this mystery properly? But I'm already plenty intelligent. Maybe it would give us a new perspective. Especially if this mechanism is ancient, we might need some extra brain power to comprehend it. But then we should add some strength so we can kick the asses of any guards or books we come across. And we can also pick up the mechanism. It might be heavy, and you know, neither of us are exactly regular gym goers. Exactly. I like both options. We need to breathe underwater, innkeeper. But should we go with smarts and strength or speed and defense? Please help us. Smarts and strength or speed and defense? I think smarts would be best in this situation. Hold on. How do I save again? Ah. Alright. So, I think I'm gonna go for their smarts and strength. That's what I'm gonna go for. Smarts and strength. I'll be smarts and... Okay, so Silent Owl would be one. What's this map showing? Mossberry. What are these? Oh, just sounds you can look at. Oh. Hey. Oleander. Oleander Verifina is an experienced ranger and Fable's older brother. Oh, he's Fable's older brother. Often his patience are stretched thin by adventurers and their hubris. He's constantly overworked and should definitely cut down on caffeine. A well-deserved vacation is long overdue. Okay. Anywho, so we were looking for strength Well, smart and strength. Okay. Although, I don't want them to hurt people, but... I think I'm gonna go for that one. Go for Silent Owl. See how the outcome of it. That one. We're gonna need something. That's good. Ow. There we go. Heart. Yep, Silent Owl. Oh. Where's the algae? Is that the algae? Hold on. What's the algae look? Oh, that's the algae. Okay, this. Okay. Sell the algae. Okay. And last but not least, hearts. Alright. What? Let's just reset it completely. Okay. So that one. Ah. There we go. Intelligence for a detective's self-explanatory. You're right. You'd never be too smart. And now I have a right hook too, just like Linny. Well, a nice right hook. I don't want to be mean. I'll leave that one to Linny. I'm looking forward to hearing about your adventure. Hopefully I got that right. Because depending on what drink you choose, sometimes it can be right or wrong. Let us solve this case, Archie. Oh, what it, boss? Bum, bum, bum. Boy! Turn on the spotlight and bring out the applause, innkeeper. I'll return. I've returned to your tavern. What an honor, great voyage. The gradient. Oh. Thank you. Radiant like the sun rising on a warm summer day. Wait, you like summer days? Oh, dragons, you don't, do you? I like flattery, so don't worry about it. Alright. Cool. I miss Innkeeper. I missed you too. How was the tour? Incredible. Hex and Nico's pyrokinetic special effects were insane. I never felt so cool. And the special performances where Fable came along were booked at every single venue. It was spectacular. But I really could use a break now. So many people, so many autographs and questions. Everyone kept asking me to say my catchphrase. I didn't even know I had a catchphrase. What's my catchphrase? Prepare to be razzle-dazzled. Your wink is me, Voyage, the music guy. I don't know. I'd say your wink. Like this? That'll charms the socks off any groupie. And any innkeeper? Wouldn't you like to know? Speaking of classics, can I offer you a classic Void drink? Actually, I'm craving something specific today. Do you have any of those honey flowers left? I think they're exactly what I need after weeks and weeks of constant chatting and belting. And maybe you could enchant my senses by adding some classic charisma to them. But I wouldn't be upset with something else either. I'll make sure your drink doesn't upset you. One moment. Alright. So, okay, so you want something with this. You want a honey flower. Okay. I guess I can make anything? What haven't I made? Well, I made Peak Sunrise. I made Silent Owl, Ocean Fizz. First, oh. I kind of want to make the Ocean Fizz one. Let's make the Ocean Fizz. Oh, it's not moving. Oh, because of the flower, huh? Oh, yeah. Guess we can't make that. There's a double negative. Okay, so we can't depend on that. What about first snow? Or a hot chocolate? You know what? We're gonna make first snow then. Okay, so a little bit of this. There we go. Yo! Prepare to be enchanted. I know your magic, but wow, your drinks never cease to amaze me. I'll give this a standing ovation. These weren't so comfortable. So, how's your break going? Very relaxing. I decided to visit Baya at our spa. It would have been very bit as refreshing as I hoped it would be. You know, she gave me a bunch of her flower crowns for my concerts, so I could hand them out when I don't know what to say. We spent last week making hundreds of new ones together. And now I'm babysitting her ass while she's off to that underwater thing. Also, I brought you some of her coupons, so I'll just leave them on the counter, alright? Of course, people such line. They sure did. I know we could count on you. Are you going to stay a while? No, I need to get back to dance. Just want to drop off the coupons and check in on you. Judging by how long it took me to get here, I shouldn't stay for too long. Get lost. Majorly. I'm not sure what's up, but the weather's been really weird. Like, there's a glowing layer of fuzziness. It's really hard to see. Things feel a little fuzzy. Right? The wind's picking up too. So loud I could hardly think on my way over. Even the compass grace got me totally haywire. I tried to get back on track. Ah, weather phenomena. So I had to rely on asking people for directions. Worked, but you're exhausted. So exhausted. But I'd go through any storm to get to you, Innkeeper. And I'd shelter you from any storm too, boy. I better head up before you make my heart melt. Hang on tight to those coupons. Bum, 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 bum. You got it. Munch, munch. It's raining. Night at the library. Oh, I think I might scooch myself over. 1 second. I'm gonna put myself over here for today. You can kind of see more of the right screen. Alright. Looking pretty stormy out there, Renu. Should make sure to keep the windows closed. Hey! Oleander! Hey, there's really no good sleep. So, good morning, Oleander. Morning. What's going on out there? Great question. Are you going to answer? Storm's pretty bad. Right. And... oh, what are you upset about? Still with me? Sorry. Long night and a bad headache. Could I maybe get a coffee? I don't think any more coffee is what you need. How about something for that headache of yours? Maybe, tincture it to your mind a bit? Sure. I'd take it. Alright, so what do we need to make? Ah, something for the brain, I see. Alright, let's see. Something for the brain. So we could go... yeah, I don't want to give him a cursed coffee. You can make him a silent owl. Or peak sunrise. Yeah, let's make the peak sunrise. Let's make his day more sunny. Alright, let's see. Wait, that's what I wanted. Want that. We could do that. Oh, it's... get out! Want this. One. There we go. Got him. Here you go, bud. Cheer up. Gentlest cure for headaches I have to offer. Thanks. I feel soothed. Want to try telling me about the storm again? Guess I owe it to you. Quite frankly, nightmare. The storm is causing an alarming number of people to get lost. Oh, Voy was mentioning that. On one side, you have adventurers who think now is a great time to look for treasure or personal fulfillment. Some of them even want to fight the storm, which is a level of stupidity I previously thought impossible. On the other side, most a lot of regular good people are in trouble too. They're wandering off the path deep into the ashen grove, unable to find their way out again. Compasses don't work at all either, and most people's sense of direction seems akin to that of a stale bread. Summary. I recommend staying inside. You don't have to tell me twice, but that does. Strange is one word. Bothersome is another. What kind of storm do you think it is? Like nothing I've ever seen. Got any guesses yourself? Feels somewhat primordial. That's just the nature of strange storms in general. Certainly haven't gotten any divine visions. Great to see. Very quiet on the front ever since. Primordial. That explains the frogs. Sorry? The frogs? Frogs in the treehouse. Frogs in the what now? Sorry, I should have clarified. I'm talking about the adventurers who turned into frogs. What? So lost. Blame this. I think I'd rather blame for your lack of explanation. Fine, fine. Some adventurers got tangled up in a strangling scrubs. I cut them off out of there and agreed to lead them out of the grove. There were 4 of them. They each more reckless than the last. It was a hassle leading them back. Especially with all those aberrations haunting the storm. Not to mention that the adventurers themselves seemed to have lacked any sense of perception. I almost fell in another ravenous pit. That would turn them into frogs. What sort of ravenous pit turns people into frogs? When we were passing the boundary of the ancient forest, we ran into Moro's apparition. Then when we defeated them, they turned into thick and surprisingly aggressive fog. And the fog attempted to engulf us entirely. I managed to fight it up, and the adventurers were lucky. It went into the leader's eyes, which then turned stormy purple. Before, suddenly melted into water and got consumed by the storm. Ugh! I lost sight of the rest as other aberrations started appearing. Found them again later. Frogs. Fascinating. What they do with the frog ventures? I picked them up and brought them to Fable's treehouse. Made them a little water bath in the kitchen up there for now. That way they can't cause any trouble and the windows keep the fog out well enough. You leave them some snacks. Of course. Excellent. So what are you going to do to get rid of the storm? It would look like an adventurer. Kind of. Just less frog-like. Still got plenty of bipedal right here. Let it ruin. I fear you might be underreacting. There are no falling stars this time. Worse. Look, the primordial stars, they could float up. Keep it one calamity at a time this way. Anyway, I should check on those frogs. Sure no one else got lost. Maybe let the people of Zenith know. I'll inform a town crier if I can find one. Stay inside and only because you asked so nicely. Alright, let's see. I'm curious. What is... Oh. Sleepy time. I want to read more about him. While Oleander usually appears in a state of constant annoyance sometimes. I'll read that later. Hello, innkeeper. What is going on outside? Hello, innkeeper. Your brave researchers have returned. Hello. Good to see you all unharmed and well. Have you added research to your resume, Melly? Precisely. I'm an expert professional big brain researcher now. At least that's what Archie says. Oh, you did a phenomenal job. Thank you. So, I'm kind of triple classing right now. Detective, thief, researcher. But to be honest, I'm already a bit tired of books and paper, saliva, teeth. So I don't know if the researcher's life is for me. Hold on. Why were there teeth in your research? Oh, they were so cute. Sounds like it'll be a longer story then. Is anyone in dire need of a drink before we begin? Me? I got you. What can I make for you today? Something fun. So I can tell you all about our adventure better. I think I know what to do. Alright, so something for... Okay. Let's see. Sunny breeze. Or 1,001. You know what? We'll go make 1,001. See what else could boost this. This could work. That. Do what I wanted it. Oh, we could do this one. Let's just reset that. Okay. Okay. work? I thought that would work. Not that one. That, no, that could. I don't think we need to move that one. Okay, so there we go. But yes, I want purple. On this. There we go. Still getting back into all the making the drinks. A fun little drink for the cutest little swamp boy. Still, I want to know what's going on outside, you know? All swirly. It wasn't like that earlier. Oh, she loves it. I do. But now, time to tell our story. Very well. Drinking by your drinks, we headed south through the moon swamp toward Mossberry, till we could finally spot the sea. There was no city. Ew. Underwater wasn't far. Right as we left the swamp, and our feet touched the water with the luminous algae. It formed enormous air bubbles around our heads. I was a bit skeptical at first. I read about shipwrecks and countless drowned victims, after all. But I pulled myself together. To write about life, one must accept. So I dove into the water head first, and what can I say? My head stayed completely dry. What fantastic magic, really? It looked a bit silly. The bubble adjusted to their size. His hat, not his head. Just the tip of his feather got a bit wet. Meanwhile, Ellie's bubble's big enough to fit her whole body inside. Because her legs didn't reach outside the bubble, she couldn't swim on her own. But Byatt managed to pull her along with ease. So, just like underwater did a little over a year ago, we slowly descended. While we were swimming, an unknown world came to view. Fish of all shapes, colors, and sizes, swarms of glowing isopods, and large, monstrous creatures in the distance. Creatures didn't scare you? No, not at all. They didn't look very aggressive to me, curious maybe, but kept their distance. Then, we could finally see the gates of the underwater. It was like a dream. Oh. Even in my wildest dreams, I couldn't have imagined the beauty of that sunken city. The travertine walls and marble pillars, the gentle magical lights that illuminated the city and the dark ocean around it. Myriads of colorful, sometimes even glowing sea creatures attracted by the light. It is so much more beautiful than any description I've read. What a wondrous place. And in its huge magic bubble, there I thought my bubble was big. I'm glad I decided to go with you on such a wonderful adventure. The words, an inspiration for my next story, flowed to me like gentle waves. I can't wait to write them all down. We entered the city through a huge, special, magical seal that keeps the city dry. Ellie was the only one of us with dry clothes, though. And I was very excited to see the Banshee and Mary Morgan. We quickly met up with them at the inn they were staying at to ask them about the exact location of the mechanism. I showed them my cool puzzle piece. And the Mary Morgan said it definitely looked like the one she saw in the library. I was so excited I was so close to solving my puzzle. They told us the way for the Chlorophene Library. I feel like I'm butchering that word every time I say it. And then we were ready to go. I didn't come with you. No. Apparently they made reservations for dinner and dancing that night. And we didn't want to interfere with their plans. It was their vacation after all. But we promised to update them later. And after another short walk, we finally reached our destination. the Chlorolithine Library. But the whole journey had taken so long that we'd sadly missed opening hours. Maybe that was the best. Per puzzle piece in a library brimming with people is probably very different. I overheard a conversation between two guards saying that some researchers and security staff were still inside. They were trying to figure out the curse of the library! You know, the mysteriously visitors and moving inventory and so forth. And, well, all three of us had certainly had our fair share of adventures, spells, and monsters. So I introduced myself to the staff. I told them maybe we could be of help. As it turns out, they actually heard about my dangerous journey to Deria. I can't believe the tale made it that far. But they were pretty impressed by how Theo and I managed to survive the monsters and even solve their dispute. And a swamp witch like me could offer even more possibilities for dealing with various curses. A cute swamp witch, if I might add. Happy face. So after a brief expert pitch, they actually allowed us in. After we made it inside, we only had to find the second piece of the mechanism. And maybe also help those polar librarians figure out what kind of curse they were dealing with. Have you ever visited the Chlorolithine? Oh my god, the Chlorolithine Library Innkeeper. Yes, but it has been some time. Underwater hasn't sunk in yet. I bet a lot had changed. You should really visit again sometime, Innkeeper. Don't think they let me in again. I'll make a mental note to ask about that another time. Light polished marble and organic wood made for such a perfect combination. All those arches and tall bookshelves that towered above us, mere mortals. And the highlight of the whole structure was the sun dome. The central part of the library is covered by a gigantic glass dome. It fills every nook and cranny with warm sunlight. It's really cool. It also made me feel very small. When we got in, one of the staff members saw us looking around in awe. He told us they had the dome for better lighting and to instill a sense of normalcy into such an abnormal location. It is also a rather new addition to the library. I found it a bit strange that the renovation seemed to have finished just before the first reports of the alleged book haunting. Renovation? Schmenovation? I really wanted to find the second puzzle piece. So while Archie was talking to the libraries, Bea and I started very unsuspiciously looking for the mechanism thingy. Followed the Mari Morgan's description to a T, and even found the filthy wet pillow where it's supposed to be displayed on. What's there? Frustrating. As if someone deliberately snatched it right away before we could get to it. Out. Sorry, he's checking on my dog. At that point, I was talking with the staff. One of them introduced herself as a research of ancient spells and magic. And the more we talked, the clearer it became that my suspicion of a correlation between the renovations and the curse was well founded. Meanwhile, it got darker and darker in the library as the sun was slowly setting. Of course, mere darkness wouldn't stop me from searching the whole library. Never underestimate a Vukakin's night vision. Up until that point, I tried to always keep her in sight, but I kind of lost her in the darkness. I really wish I had better eyesight. I was rummaging through the bookshelves and the books themselves. I mean, puzzle pieces had to be somewhere, right? But when I tried to move a particular old and heavy leather book, then they felt a sharp pain in my finger. Did the book bite you? Yes, rude, right? Very. Had a dozen of long, razor-sharp teeth and was nibbling on my finger. Scream echoed through the whole library. Rushed over to her instantly. But when they arrived, the book had already let go of my finger and fled to a hidden nook. Kind of like it was... I told them what just happened. I feared they wouldn't believe me. But instead I saw a look of realization dawn on my assistant Archie's face. It suddenly all made sense! It was clear as day that the library wasn't dealing with the colors, not in the slightest. Instead, they were dealing with mimics! I don't think I've ever seen anyone proclaim that word so happily before. Well, it was my first time seeing one in the wild. Oh, I would expect them to more look like treasure chests or doors. But of course, an environment like that one, books makes so much more sense. Staff said they never had any issues with rodents or other small animals. So that means the mimics was living in the library for quite some time. I'm guessing years, if not decades. But all the reports of visitors getting bitten in books moving are pretty recent, right? Staff asked the same question. But luckily Archie here was a mimic expert. Well, they appear in almost every adventure novel, so I guess my knowledge has accumulated naturally. You see, Innkeeper, some subspecies of mimics are nocturnal. They absolutely despise light. So a dark and moody place like a library is perfect for them. Unless some people decide to add a huge glass dome to let in more light. It's not like all mimics are aggressive by nature. They were just scared. And of course they were. They don't do well with change and recently lost their safe home to one with far more light. And if that wasn't enough, the visitors was also picking them up regularly. That's super stressful. If I were a mimic, I would also start biting people. Honestly, I feel sorry, really sorry for them. And so did the staff. But we still need a solution for the biting issue, obviously. While they were discussing all that, I could still hear the mimic that bit me shrilling in the corner. He was so scared of us that I felt bad for screaming so loudly. But I tried to calm it down for her. I never met a creature like that before. Oh, but they talked at similar frequency as plants, so we understood each other right away. What a unique and fascinating way to communicate. The librarians were equally in awe. I explained our situation, and assured the mimic that we weren't there to hurt them. And with our combined powers as great detective, authors, and mimic whisperers, we found a solution. I obviously couldn't undo the renovations. Also, the residents loved the glass dome. But to help the mimics feel more at ease, we needed a bit more shade in the library again. So I transformed the whole east wing into a botanical garden. It was a fantastic sight. I'd never seen such diverse flora pop out of nowhere before. Not nowhere. I just nicely asked the tiny algae and spores in the joints if they would like to grow. And they were eager to grow. It took the mimics approximately half a minute before they explored their new abode. We could hear the rustling of papers through the whole library. They loved it. Oh, one even came over to thank us. It was one the bitten. I recognized the purple book cover anywhere. It was very grateful. The whole colony liked their new home. And it also wanted to give us something. You'll never guess what it was, Innkeeper. Is the puzzle piece. A bone? A tooth? I don't know. So you'll never forget that it bit you? You have a wild imagination, huh? You couldn't be more wrong. Too bad. What was it then? It was the second puzzle piece. Turns out in their distress they thought it was edible. I never knew mimics could be so nice. I suppose it's now up to me to change their bad reputation. Sounds like a plan and a very successful adventure. It gets even better. The librarians and I spent a few hours studying the mechanism. We figured out it's supposed to be a sour troop? A zoetrope. Exactly. The upper part had tiny holes. The light emitted by the fire spirits shines through and projects moving pictures of light onto the walls. And apparently the fire spirit is called the Tempest. It's a powerful fire spirit created by Leviathan. It's associated with, well, fire, passion, affection, somehow, and listen to this, storms. Oh, so like the storm outside? Alright. The librarians handed us an ancient tome full of information on it. The book contained a dramatic, short story about massive storms and the primordial sea that was summoned by upsetting the tempest. Presumably because Melly Open's enclosure got exposed to a world very different from the Leviathan's domain, which made it very upset. We think the zoetrope was its home, but it was broken. The spear had no idea where it is. It's all very scary. The zoetrope is old and broken right now. We can't put the spirit back. Obviously, we need to fix it so we can let the Tempest return to it if we wanted to. We need to hand it back to the surface first. Say goodbye to the librarians and the books and the mimics, of course. And Bea also picked up a postcard to update the Marty Morgan, well, as a souvenir for Fable's brother, Coriander. Yes, I got Oleander some coral sprigs. That's quite lovely. Indeed, but by then it was almost already the next morning. We were all quite tired, but I was also at least equally worried about the drink's effects wearing off. We definitely needed to get back to the surface as soon as we could, or else we could be stuck underwater. As soon as we got back to the Barrier Seal, the bubbles returned. They were already more translucent before, but we still had enough time to get back. Or so we thought. That doesn't sound very promising. It was horrible! First I could see the bubble remain cracking like broken glass. And then the water started rushing in. So cold and wet. I hate being wet. Luckily we already made it pretty close to the surface. Baya's cubstrands quickly pulled us toward the surface and helped us swim back to shore. But the weird storm made it very difficult to navigate. Even though I read so much about how it was always fine north, I was completely lost. And well, we accidentally swam east instead of north. I was really confused where my swamp had gone. Or why was there a huge city in front of us? But I recognized the skyline anywhere. We were accidentally stranded in Zoford. You know, I've been back to the city a few times since my quest there. So I knew a pretty solid tavern where we could spend the night. It was a recommendation from the familiars. In the morning, we sat down to discuss our next steps. I really wanted to fix the zoetrope, but when I pulled it out of my pocket, was to come in contact with the sea when we swam back to the surface. The water seeping in some cracks must have corroded parts of the ancient metal. Several pieces of it probably broke off while we were swimming. Now they're lost in the ocean somewhere. And our two parts don't fit together anymore. Oh, that sucks. I really wanted to fix it. We weren't sure what to do, so we came back here. Keeper, could I maybe order a drink now? Of course. You already have a drink in mind? Yes. I would like to order a hot chocolate. One hot chocolate coming, right? Oh, wait. I would like an extra fancy hot chocolate, like with glitter or marshmallows on it. Cuddly and fresh out of marshmallows. Oh. But I could substitute them with some ghost berries. They pop in your mouth when bitten into, and they add a fun twist to your drink. Oh. Yes, I'd love some of those. Very well. Mel is adorable. Also, Oleander's quite adorable. Quite interesting character. I really like him. Very handsome, I would say. Alright, so we'll add some ghost berries. Wait. The ghost berries. Ah. Well. So we can't do anything about the flying one then? Okay, so we have to add a lot more. Okay. So that. So we gotta keep adding this. There we go. Whoop! How's your hot chocolate? I love it. Neat and warm and perfect. I just had an idea. The zoetrope was made of citrine. Metal seems connected to the dragons, right? What if you just reforged the pieces you lost with a little bit of divine help? Forge a powerful sword once, the zoetrope might require some more finesse, but it isn't necessarily harder to do. Now that you mention it, isn't Miss Ray exploring the caves of with Kyle and Lady Evelyn at the moment? If I remember correctly, it was her who forged Carolyn's legendary weapon. That's true. I don't think we'll be able to reach her anytime soon. But maybe Una could help. She's an engineer, and she's very smart and good with metal. I want to argue with that, but I can't. And if we need divine help, we can go to the Dragon Temple in the Highlands. One that doesn't have the ever-burning flame anymore, but you still know a thing or two about forging divine things. Maybe they have a secret metal or a modern substitute. Oh, I've been to that temple. It's a very cold place. A very large I don't know how to say that. But it's definitely worth a try. Wise Melly, do you actually think we can fix this? I'm scared that I might have messed up big time and that the storm might be here forever. And it's all my fault. There's always this. Sure, sometimes fixing a mistake can result in unforeseen changes. But without change, we would never grow. Plus, not so long ago, you helped stop the world from ending. I think you've got this. How about I start visiting the Byrrican Dragon Temple? Figure out things from there. Thank you, Innkeeper, for believing in me. I'll go ask Una for help. I'm sure she'll have some fun ideas. Sounds like a plan. See you later, Innkeeper. Good luck. I think I should follow her. I'm scared she'll get lost in the storm. I'll also have to check on Envoy and my aunt. Take care of yourself, Bea. Will do. What about you, Archie? Are you hanging out? And you? Up for a trip in the Highlands and building a snowman? No, I fear this might be the end of the adventure for me. Hey! Oh, I got the, oh goodness. I got Paimon. Paimon. He ate? Oh, that's good. He ate what you made earlier, I'm guessing. I have plans to meet up with Theo tomorrow morning. I can't wait to tell him all about the mimics. Yes. Nice. Good. Glad you ate grape. You also get some rest. Please do let me know about the results of their quest. You can count on me. Thank you very much. But before I leave, after all that talk, I'm in dire need of a drink, dear innkeeper. Of course. Anything specific in mind? Maybe I'll steal my vocal cords for recruiting more assistants to protect me from a sore throat tomorrow. Leave it to me. Okay, so I'm guessing we'll need to make the steel tonic then. Excuse me. Let's see. That one in there. And then we need to put some of this. Steel tonic. Liquid steel, just for you. Thank you very much. Exactly what I needed. I can already feel the itching in my throat subsiding. Until then, innkeeper. He's taking his drink to go, I see. Bum. Okay, let's see. Well, we only have 3 things here, so I guess... But that. So I guess since the zoetrope broke out, it's making this weather go crazy. The mechanism, a delicately crafted zoetrope, as well as the spirit that inhabited it, seem to be rooted in the realms of the great dragons. The zoetrope appears to be broken, but perhaps not beyond repair. A competent team is needed to seek out the priests and their divine forge and Varrica to aid in reassembling the Tempest is home. Perhaps I will soothe its wrath. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Oh, whoa. Look at this weather! Hey, it did not look like this before. A guide to heroism. Oleander! Morning. Good morning. You look tired. I'm not. Your eye bags have eye bags. A long night. Storm's still storming? Yeah, honestly, that's a good way to put it. Been all night leading people away from the Go's interplanar portal. The Amorithine Hydra deserves some privacy. And I really don't want someone accidentally wandering into Avalon. The frog adventurers keep trying to break out of the treehouse, too. I barely even had time to look after Fable's vegetable garden. You think they're okay? You think the storm has reached Velios, too? Are they equipped to handle it? What if they stumbled into the Twilight Chasms again? Sure, Fable's alright. Fable's faced some struggle. You're weary too much. Sound like Fable. I spent a lot of time with them. They went from worrying about everything to telling me worrying too much. What if they worried too little now? They have plenty of time to scold them for it. For now, trust them and their friends, alright? Fine. So, now you're here to take a break? You need a room? So no one sees you resting? No, I just need to sit for 2 minutes in silence as then I'll be good as new. Got it. Dot dot dot. Una! Morning, sentient elderberry. Are you ready for us to blow your socks off? Depends. Who are we? Who is we? Big guy! Stop chatting with this. I can't go back to her accent. Damn it. Stop chatting with the sparrows and get in here. Ah, Clay! Oh, he's taking the quest. Oh, birds. They were almost blown away. That storm is gnarly. Luckily, we're here to fix it. Whoops, wrong accent. That's wonderful. Can't wait to reveal Melee's ancient gizmo. Hello, innkeeper. Present. Couldn't you just call up your old pal Leviathan, send a prayer, ask him to pick up his tantrum throwing spirit? I'd try that. Unfortunately, I'm but a devotee. I don't have a direct line to the guy either. Plus, there's an oath of neutrality, you know. It can only help us so much. I guess you can only answer when you need new recipes. Maybe you could ask her a working compass recipe? While we're on the topic of questions, Una, let me continue with a reasonable one. Didn't Millie want to fix this? She does! But I put her on pack news so she can work out some of those nerves. We'll pick her up once we're done here. I assume that means you'll be joining her. Of course. I know the Highlands well. And Prim and I got super lost on the way back from the book fair yesterday. It was pretty scary for her. I can only imagine what it was like for people and creatures that will have someone's hand to hold. So we gotta fix this. Such a good Samaritan. You're going as well. Excuse me. Well, I was asked, and sometimes I got to get off my old ass, right? Absolutely. So, can you rebuild them a compass that'll work? Not a chance. We'll just have to trust our intuition and guess ourselves to the correct destination. Just like the good old days. We'll do our best to navigate through the storm. Maybe we'll manage to get sight of some landmarks. I just hope we can get there before it does any more damage. Got any tips, Leviathan's favorite? To write you down some prayers. I know a navigator could ask for help. Or a ranger, rather. Who? Oleander, you're up! Oleander Verafina, Abel's older brother and very experienced ranger. Sorry, what? He's already been helping people get some... He does not want to do that. Look, Grape, it's your favorite. An elf! He's a nice elf. Get home safely through the storm. He might be just the man you need. And he's in desperate need to get out more. I don't think you can just... You'll help us? Fable told us great things about you. That will be amazing. Thank you for the flattery, but no, I cannot help you. Think about it this way. The quicker this is solved, the less people get lost in your forest. And the sooner those frogs will be adventurous again. I can't exactly just leave. What if something happens while I'm gone? Don't you have, like, 5 sisters? What if something happens to them? He's a worrywart. Don't you think they're competent? Well, yes, but... Don't worry, we'll take really good care of you, alright? It would really help us a lot if you came along. Fine. I'll take you where you need to go and I'll bring you back. But I don't want you to be involved in your weird adventure. Famous last words, kiddo. Famous last words. So how are you planning on approaching it? Good luck. And a magical drink! Reassuring. Alright. They pack a heavy dose of dexterity for my old fingers. I can reforge that mechanism thing easy peasy. Maybe add a little intelligence to that makes some extra sparks get hurt. Sounds reasonable enough. Got anything divine to add to that mix? I could offer you some delicious citrine both for the drink and as material for the mechanism, I suppose. Perfect. We might need some blessings to fix something so ancient. Couldn't trust those priests to be stocked up on divine favors. It's starting to sound like some kind of blasphemous. Thinking I'm fixed and let me see. Ancient and divine design? We'll rebuild it. Right. No, now I think about it, we might need some strength after all, to make any progress with it. Melly said it was tough, so she couldn't even scratch it. Not a bad point. Maybe add some charisma as well, so we can better talk to the Tempest. Maybe it doesn't want to go back to Zoetrope, and maybe it does. Either way, we should ask. That's insane. It's a powerful fire spirit. It'll burn you alive and destroy your surroundings before you can ask it about its feelings. That's what fire resistance is for. I like the way you think, big guy. Innkeeper, I think you could use your wisdom. Dexterity, intelligence, and divine blessings put all our focus on rebuilding the mechanism. Or strength, charisma, and fire resistance. Try communing with the spirit. Let me think about it. I would think rebuilding the mechanism would be the best thing to do. That's what I think. It's been a sec. Have you been? Hi, it's your boy. Oh, I've been good. Just recovering from Thanksgiving times. But it was a lot of fun. How you been doing? Bartender, I want to be here. Oh, hey, Lustrous! How you doing? A bear? I don't have beer here. I only make fancy drinks with stat boosts and such. Maybe there's one in the back. I've been good. Working. I see. I'll take my business elsewhere. No, please, don't leave me. No, I can make you a fancy drink. An ocean-themed drink called Ocean Fizz. No. Alright, let's see. So, I think I'm gonna... I could go with ocean. I want something... Intelligence... Go for peak sunrise. I could go for peak sunrise then. And then add some... Okay. Add the dragon one. Can I have a drink with strength, intelligence, and a splash of lime juice? Yeah! I'll make that up. Right now. So what? Okay, let's see. Fancy schmancy. I wonder what that one would be, actually. Strength and intelligence. That one would be... Huh. I actually don't have one like... Oh, I do, actually. Silent Owl. That's what you would drink. Like a purple drink. You make your night your own. It's meant to taste and enhance like spices allow you to become the silhouette lurking in the shadows. I think that's it. A quick sip of this drink will grant you the sight, strength, and subtlety of a natural predator. Alright, let's see. Intelligence. That was the right recipe. I don't have enough for that. Oh, I don't think that's right. So... Oh, not that. Must be a different. Why can't I get it? A Paimon again? No! I Paimon again! Rawr. Go a little bit like this. Oh, I see. I put too much in. That's why. Then I add it. And that should... Oh, wait, what? But they say they want an infusion of that. What? Like that minus. Why is this one so hard to figure out? Not take away from that. What? I might just do the other one at this point, even though I want the other one. Or maybe A hot chocolate? Try the hot chocolate one. It's not doing what I want it to do. I guess we'll just make the other one. This one is not working. Oh. That one? I can make that one easy. Why can't I make the other one? We'll go with that. I think you got nothing to lose from a good conversation. Who knows what the Tempest has to say? Might even have some good construction. Or an interesting life story. Exactly. This sounds new. Excellent. Sounds fun, right? Maybe we can say hi to regarding the temple too. We should. Sorry, just to clarify, what's Quivir? There's a giant Quivir guarding the dragon temple near Varika. How many others ran into it last year while looking for the ever-burning flame? Normal summer occurrences, typical adventuring. I'm sure I get it. You got this! I should go pick up some supplies. I'll meet you at Broom's place. Head left from the wizard tower until you smell the bread from the bakery. Should be easy enough to find from there. Thank you, Ollie. No. He's just like, no. Ha! I'm sure you got it to stick. Games usually do. You gotta head out too, Winky. You just stock up some snacks for Dindy before we leave. Some bread. The bakery sounds tempting. We'll be back soon. I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget to pray for us. I would never. Going out then. Friend's causing. I promise you'll have fun with it. Night time. Bum bum. Oh, Storm's calmed down. Well, that's a good sign, isn't it? I talked to the Tempest. Together, the weather's cleared up. Does that mean we were successful? Hopefully no one turned into fog. Melly Clay! Oh wow, everyone's here. Good morning, innkeeper. Missed us? I did. But I consoled myself with the hope that you guys would bring the sun back into my tavern, which you did. I take it the quest was a success? Bingo! Congratulations. Seems like you three saved Fasonia once again. Or at least you saved a lot of people from getting lost. Speaking of which, where's Oleander? What? He was right behind us! Maybe he got distracted by the bakery. Can't blame him for that. We almost lost Dindy back there as well. Or maybe the bread ate him. I guess someone has to check. Bummer. Looks like I'll have to miss out on a drink. Are you just trying to avoid the recap? No, I'm doing the pretty elf a favor. I'm offering him my seat so he can be part of whatever this is. I have more than enough See ya! Oh. Can I please offer someone a drink? I'd love one. Very well, detective. Any specific wishes? Something I'll fire up my brain arms, so I'll be prepared for my next case. On it. Ba-dum-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a real quick break, guys. I will be right back. I have returned now. Alright, what was I making? Oh, intelligence. I just ran away from storytelling time. That should be it. There we go. Pretty sure you'll like this. Ooh, taste test. Delicious. No ancient puzzles or spirits will be safe from me ever again. Yeah. Care to tell me more about your heroic quest in the Highlands? Happily. I've traveled to Virica many times. Because of the weird storm, it was really hard to tell where we were going. Then, right when even Ollie thought we were lost, saw a special star glowing brightly through the fog. I'm glad Tia's still out there taking care of us. I really miss her. It felt like she was right there with us. Star helped Ollie get us back on track. Exactly, your twinkles meant. Ollie! Some would also call it skill. Also, welcome back to the tavern. Did Una save you from the bread? Barely. Good to hear. Your friends are just singing your praises. His reaction. Priceless. Thanks to Ollie's fantastic sense of direction, we traveled so fast. We finally reached the foot of the mountain, you know, the one with the dragon temple? Suddenly, the ground beneath us started rumbling and shaking. At first, I thought I had accidentally stepped on a trap or freed another angry spirit. But it's just a Guinevere. Say it like it was nothing. It's huge, a huge snake with wings. Just as friendly as Kyle said. Even Ollie was able to talk to it. I simply reasoned with it. We needed help from the priests and the necessity, so offered to take us uphill. It was so cool. I bet Archie's gonna be so jealous when I tell him I got a ride. Guinevere? I don't know how to say that. It was reckless. All of us could have gotten hurt. Sometimes, I wonder if you're allergic to fun. Admitted oddly, you really like the snake too. I saw you studying its scales. Was interesting, I guess. And surprisingly gentle. See? Admitting it didn't hurt, right? It almost did. Guinevere carried Elseway to the top of the mountain to the dragon's temple door. Alright, how do you pronounce? Pronunciation. Weavra? Weavra? Is that how you say it? Weavra. Leviathan Zoetrope, of course. Priests were amazed by the Zoetrope, even though it was broken. Said it was losing damage, which sounded unhealthy. Also like a good thing. Una got them to invite us into their divine workshop to get a closer look at their forge and materials. I'm pretty sure she looked through every single one of those crates trying to find metal we could fuse with the Zoetrope. She also pocketed a lot of the crystals. We'll give you some later, innkeeper. What? Nothing. Anyway, even though Una was wearing her coolest goggles, none of the metals, thanks to the hydrate and stretch, wearing her coolest goggles, none of the metals were ancient enough to match ours. But she wasn't about to give up. That was unlikely work she was willing to try with some copper. First, she wanted to reinforce it with some crystals, though. Guess what? The priests at their forges can melt anything. Cool, right? Very. Speaking of crystals, do you think you could make me a drink with some citrine and keep on craving one? How could I refuse? Alright. I'm still dying. Oh, no. Make sure to keep resting, Grape, okay? Huh? I just want citrine. What even has citrine? Fun. Ignis can tell. Oh, so that's a drink with citrine. Okay, so we can put any. What drink haven't we? Made. We'll make the ocean fizz again. No? Ocean fizz. adjustable citrine just for you. Thank you. Just as tasty as I hoped. No, not as crunchy. Anyway, can we get back to Una's cool concept? Gladly. We decided to fix the zoetrope by building the missing parts of obsidian copper. A brand new exotrope, so to speak. I helped Una drop the blueprints based on Archie's and my studies. We added some flower engravings too because Baya always said there's nothing happier than flowers. And then Clay and Una got to foraging. Trusted me with the heavy lifting. Well, she did all the finicky stuff. I learned so much. I asked her if she could help me redecorate my animal shelter sometime too. And she said yes. I'm excited. I get better wording. I should come up with something great. Or explosive. Which is also. Exactly. What part of foraging do you take on, Oleander? Ollie didn't like our approach. Not like I didn't like it, just seemed ineffective. The plan was to convince the spirit to go back inside the zoetrope. But you wanted to fundamentally change the original design. I thought, what's the point of changing it so much that the spirit not even recognize it? Going through all the effort wouldn't be worth it. We'd make it angry. What a waste of time. I told him that change shouldn't have to be bad, though. Couldn't rebuild the zoetrope exactly how it was before. But was to say the spirit wouldn't like its new home. Maybe not in the same way, or maybe not as much, but in a new way. I don't think we should define ourselves joy just because something feels unfamiliar to us. Besides, what we wanted to give it was peace and happiness, not nostalgia. Well, yeah, I wasn't really up for life lessons at the time. I thought it would be useful to get acquainted with our surroundings, so I asked one of the priests for a tour. He showed me the clock tower, the enchanted statues, the desecrated altar of the ever-burning flame. They were still pretty down about the primordial floodings. Said their temple felt real cold without it, no matter how many candles it lit, so on and so forth. I would have listened more carefully, but something was off. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Calm before a storm, there slows right before the first lightning strike. Meanwhile, Una and Clay were doing an amazing job. But the obsidian copper just didn't want to combine with the material of the zoetrope. It's okay, Clay. Be sad. What happened? Una tried to slip the final piece in place, brought down the hammer. Boom! Just like that, the zoetrope shattered into 1,000 pieces. They said the metal got brittle after being exposed to the forged flames for so long. You couldn't have known. And then, as if it's summoned by a final destruction of its home, we heard a loud crash from outside. Just heading back from the clock tower when the sky tore open apart, and a blazing bright comet struck the courtyard. The floor cracked, and the statue splintered into pieces. The Tempest stood right there, enraged and mighty. It didn't pay Priest and I any attention. Instead, it was focused on the workshop. Like an angry flame, it rushed over in that direction, consuming everything in its path. I ran over as fast as I could. Before we could even check what was going on outside, the Tempest blasted open the door and forced itself in. It looked even angrier than the last time I saw it, and got really scared. Air around us was scorching hot, but I was frozen solid. I just couldn't move. Do anything. It's okay, Melly. We all feel that sometimes. Fear is there to keep alive, mindless, reckless heroes of his cancer. Though sometimes bravery isn't. You found it time, didn't you? He did. I felt Clay's hand on my shoulder and I looked at him. Gave him a nod. I had to try. So I carefully stepped forward and said, I'm sorry that your home was broken and I left you all alone and shattered. Scared. But I can find you a new home, I promise. Nothing new to offer except for our help. I know where you can find a new home. That's all we could do. When Leah brushed towards me, I flinched and closed my eyes. The heat never came. I had quickly pulled her behind me. Knew I could withstand it. I hurried across the yard, jumping over the debris into the building right when the Tempest was about to attack them. There were flames and swirling fog everywhere. It was hard to see. I had nothing on me, so I threw myself between them and the Tempest. You hugged it! Sort of. Like a bastion of calm, I stood my ground and fought bitterly against my embrace. It reminded me of a child having a temper tantrum. Even when the flames fully engulfed me, I chose not to let go. Tempest flickered irritably, like it was fighting against Ollie's embrace. But instead of letting go, I hugged it tighter. Ollie was fully ablaze. It looks like he was burning. Like that, I didn't. Flames didn't hurt me. It felt like I was embracing. Okay, that we've got you. We'll find a place for you. I didn't know if I believed my own words, but it's what Melly would have said. I just closed my eyes and hoped they would make it alive. Suddenly, the raging storm around us changed. Still there. I got quieter, less angry, more sad. The flames grew softer and engulfed me comfortably. It was warm. The first spoonful of soup after a cold day. Of course, I wanted a hug, so I stepped forward and wrapped my arms tightly around both of them. That's when the purple mist started swirling around them like a veil, first quickly, then slower. All of its anger and fear melted away in the embrace. I was so moved I had to hug them as well, like a big group hug. So all it needed was a hug. It was absolutely insane guesswork. I just wanted to hold it back at first, but then it just kind of happened. What happened next? With the storm and its anger dissipating, the Tempest shrunk in size. It got so small it was floating in Ollie's hands. Seems like I really blew off all that steam with that hug. But there was still so much sadness, it had lost its purpose. So I offered it a new purpose. I asked it to come back to the shelter with me and act as a guide. A guide? Sometimes new arrivals will get led astray by will-o-wisp. And I'd love it to act as a guiding light so they won't get lost. Made tea? Yay! Nice! Good. That's a beautiful idea. I think so too. Emma seemed to flourish at the thought. We couldn't give a pick at Zoetrope, but at least it offered a new home. And what happened with all the destruction it left behind? Well, priests were not amused. Understandable, given what happened. But Una appeased the priest. She promised we helped them rebuild it. We did, a bit, as much as we could right then. Rebuilding everything will take some time, though. Una is already planning her trip back, but we wanted to get back to the tavern first. Once we made it back to the shelter, Melly and I want to build a brazier so the Tempest would always feel cozy. Sounds like a great plan for barbecue. Indeed. Will you join us, Ollie? You know what? Sure. I think I could stop by for a few days. First, I need a break, desperately. Saving the world's pretty exhausting, isn't it? Very. You know what's perfect for a break? A drink? Agreed. You like something for your headaches? No. Actually, I have to check on those frog ventures up there. I might have to explain the situation to them, so I've got something that can help with that. Alright. Alright. 1,000 wins. Not that. This one. And there we go. There we go. I have to get accustomed to the taste, though. Give it a try. It's good. Different from what I usually order, but good. I feel the sudden urge to talk more. This is very weird, actually. You'll get used to it. Are you guys done with all your yapping yet? You missed the most exciting part. Nah, I think I just arrived in time. I'm craving some free drinks, old pal. Adventures always come with free drinks, you know that? And a hug, especially for Oleander. Don't stretch it in here. What, you don't want one? I thought you had softened up at last. ... Maybe after the next adventure. Ba-dum. Oh, is that the end? Oh! That's a bit shorter than I thought. Huh. That was quite cute, though. Yeah, I beat it. I thought it was gonna be longer. Yeah, that was fast. Now what? I don't know. Well, that was a bit shorter than I thought. I quite enjoyed it. Might actually just wrap it up here for today. Woohoo! Short stream! Yeah. I loved it. That was quite cute. I definitely want to play some more of it though, but I think I'll leave that for another time. Because I'm actually a bit peckish right now. I'm a bit hungry. I don't have to feel bad about being sick and watching. Let's go. Grape, you don't have to feel bad when you're sick. You gotta take care of yourself, okay? Jeez. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel ashamed if you have to rest and take care of yourself when you're sicko. That goes for everybody. Mod must bot. I know, but yeah, it's okay. I can handle it. I can handle it sometimes, okay? Peace. Anywho, so that was a short stream, but I might play this game more to get another ending, because I know I got another, like, an ending another time. I think it's, like, cute. Also, Ollivander is, like, quite an adorable character. I like his character. He's very, like, I feel like one of those characters who's, like, kind of cold, but then he, like, softens up later. Mod must mod and keep the creeps away and lay down the law, because I'm the law here. Okay. Anywho, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here for today. I'm not gonna raid off to anybody. As for what I'm playing next, I'll be playing Call of Cthulhu. No, it's Call of Cthulhu next. So, for next time at 3 PM PST on Saturday. So, I hope you guys have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. I shall see you guys back on Saturday. Bye-bye!